And that is when I realized that this has to be my next video. Common mistakes in board exams. So these can rob 10% of your marks. So you better watch this video till the end. And these are the mistakes that are called silly mistakes. And we are going to solve them at English for all reasons good. Let's get started now. So first of all is the comprehension passage. How to solve the comprehension passage correctly. First is avoid cutting. If wrong, just draw a neat line with a pencil on the part that you want to cut and continue from the next line or after the word that you have cut with a pencil, as the case may be. So here you can see how untidy this part is looking. So this is going to be your first question and this is going to be your first impression. So it is going to matter a lot. So be neat, just draw a straight line with a pencil on the part that you want to cut and move on. Then is the legible handwriting part. Now, here you can see the alphabets. It's difficult to read whether this is A or it is D. So this is going to create a problem. So obviously you have written the option and you have written the answer also. That is a good thing to do. But suppose only options are there and the examiner is not able to make out whether it is A or D, it will create a problem for you. So next thing is how to solve the comprehension passage. How you utilize time for that. So you will get a reading time, 15 minutes of reading time. So during that time, you can read and solve the comprehension. You can go through the questions and then you can start reading the comprehension, hold a pencil in your hand, and while you are reading, if any answer, suppose you've read a question और कॉम्प्रिहेंशन पढ़ते पढ़ते उसका आंसर जो है तुम्हारे सामने आ गया सो वेरी लाइटली विद द पेंसिल विद अ लाइट स्ट्रोक just put a bracket. Do not underline it completely because it will make very obvious to the examiner and examiner may not like it because it is reading time. वो सिर्फ reading time है. So उसमें पेंसिल से एक हल्के से स्ट्रोक से just put a bracket कि ये एक आंसर है so that when 15 minutes are over so you can just jot down the answer. So हल्के हाथ से पेंसिल से एक ब्रैकेट बना देनी है उस लाइन के आसपास या फिर उस वर्ड के आसपास. सपोज तुम्हें कोई सिनोनिम मिल जाता है, कोई एंटोनिम मिल जाता है, सो वेरी लाइटली डू इट so that it is not obvious for the examiner. And then handwriting is very, very important. Clear, neat handwriting. Now next, so this is one way you have to do it. So look at this, proper margins. So both sides, दोनों तरफ margins होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Now some students say that it is not maths paper. So दोनों तरफ margins जो है maths paper में for rough work is important. But why this margin is important? Because when all the papers they are collected, they are rolled एंड एक रबर बैंड उसके ऊपर चढ़ाया जाता है. सो वो रबर बैंड के कारण कई बार ये कॉर्नर से जो आंसर शीट्स हैं वो फट जाती हैं. सो इफ यू रिटन टिल द एंड सो दैट पोर्शन इफ इट इज टॉर्न so then only it is going to be a loss for you. So try not to do it. So proper margins, then proper neat legible handwriting. ये मैं बार बार repeat करूँगी. This has to be there. And look that how neatly the student has cut a word, a wrong word. So just do like this so that the presentation, it is very tidy. Then mention the section on the top. So when you are beginning, so write the section and then complete one section before you begin with the next. So suppose in one particular section you do not know one question. So leave space for that question and after that begin with the next section. Now you have to avoid this. So you've written the question numbers here, you are writing the answers and after that you are writing the option numbers. Don't do like this because the examiner will look for the options here and may think that these are the option numbers. So don't do such a thing. Then again, very untidy work. So such a thing should be avoided. Now look here, the student has deleted or cut this part and has written the correct answer on top. Now here again this part is cut and the answer is here in between. So it is very difficult for the examiner to find that where the student has written the correct answer. And here again you can see the option it is written in between here, B. This is very difficult to find. So don't do things like this. Now in literature portion, for 2 marks question, it is important that keywords are there and underline those keywords, because the examiner is not going to read each and every line. Examiner will look for keywords. So if the examiner is able to find your keywords, the straight attention goes on the words that are underlined. So जो words underline किए हुए हैं वो सबसे पहले नजर आते हैं. So underline the correct words. So if examiner finds the keywords, then for the content part, your 1 mark is, examiner is going to give 1 mark, because the marking for 2 marks questions is 1 plus 1. So it means 2 parts, 2 points should be there for the content. So content का 1 mark है जिसमें 2 points होने चाहिए, और 1 mark जो है वो grammar, spellings, vocabulary, expression उसका है. So for example, in this question, I'll give an example of this question. So the question here is, why was Bholi frightened to go to school? So she was frightened because she was unaware about the place. She compared her situation with her cow, which was taken out of the house a few days ago and then sold. So these are 2 points. So Bholi was frightened because she was unaware. ये 1 point हो गया. And then she compared her situation with the cow, which was taken out of the house a few days ago and then sold. ये second point हो गया. So that means content का 1 mark मिलेगा. Now in case the examiner finds a mistake in spelling, mistake in tense, or any other kind of mistake, then according to that mistake your marks are going to be deducted. So you have to answer your 2 marks questions like this. So margins, so here there are no margins, so avoid this. You have to draw margins, and to the point, brief and short answers for 2 marks, and leave a line after every answer so that it is neat. Now this is another example. So here again the keywords, they are not underlined. So in this, for epistemology of laws, in this question these are the 2 keywords: understand the nature of laws and to move on. So both these keywords are not there in the answer. So accordingly the marks will be given. Now here when we read this answer, so same answer I'm reading because I've shown you the correct answer in the previous slide. So Bholi was frightened to go to school because she never knew anything about the school, and she thought she would also be sold as her cow Lakshmi. Now she was also scared that now other children will make fun of her. So now suppose in this case 1 point from here, that she would also be sold as a cow Lakshmi. If this point is missing and this point is written, that she was also scared that now other children will make fun of her. So this was a secondary reason. So in case the main point is not written but some secondary point is written, so your marks can be deducted for that also. So main points, main 2 points, they should be there. So after that, if a secondary point is coming to your mind, you can write along with that. Marks are not deducted for that, but take care of the word limit. Now in case of long answers. Now while you are writing the long answers, the first thing is break it into paragraphs, because a long piece of writing, so in a one big paragraph, it it doesn't attract the examiner. So examiner would love to read short passages that are broken into paragraphs. So break it into paragraphs. Here at least 3 paragraphs should be there. You begin with the answer, like the introduction part, and then your main points you can make a second paragraph, and in the third you can conclude. So underline the main points, the keywords, as I have told you previously also. Then conclusion is very important in case of long answers. Without conclusion, your long answer, it will look abrupt and your marks will be deducted in expression. So stick to the word limit. That is very, very important. Even if it is a long answer, it doesn't mean that you can write pages and pages of it, because you will be wasting your own time. So now here, in this answer, when you are writing, like, unfortunately she lost it, so they are talking about the necklace, that she has lost it. So then she bought the replica of the necklace worth 36,000 francs to return to M. Forrester. Now here the question is that the lost necklace, or because of the necklace, the life of Matilda, it changed. So you have to comment on this. So now when you're writing that she lost it, so then she bought the replica. So why she lost it, that is very important. So that is her pride. So that stopped her to confess. So in case she had confessed her mistake to her friend, so all these things, all the suffering and misery that happened with her, nothing would have happened. So this part is important in this answer. So you have to take care that while you are writing your answer, you do not miss on any important point. So this was the question. The course of Loisel's life changed due to the necklace comment. Now again, now this child has missed the conclusion. So it looks very abrupt. Now if I read the last line, so it says that this lasted for 10 years, and at the end of the said period they were able to repay their lenders. So this is how the student is concluding the answer. But the question is that the course of Loisel's life changed due to the necklace. You have to comment. So if such a question is there and this kind of last line is there, so this looks abrupt. So you have to conclude that this is how, or this misery, or this suffering, it caused, or it totally changed the life of the Loisels. So any way you want to conclude, just your conclusion can be of a single line or two lines, that depends upon you, but there has to be a concluding line. Now, next is, once we decide to achieve something, so many difficulties come in our ways, but with focused attention, we can make that achievement. So, how did Wali succeed in fulfilling her desire for riding a bus? So, this is the second long answer. So, accordingly, obviously, you have to answer. And again, break it into paragraphs and underline the keywords. So, here the student has only underlined the name of the chapter, the name of the author, but in between the keywords they're not underlined. So the keywords should also be underlined. And now, in case of choice mentioned the beginning of the question, what it means is that suppose there is a choice in the question. So there are or here, and then there's another question written. So if you choose to attempt the second part, that is after the or part of the question, so just write the beginning so that the examiner knows which part out of the two you are attempting. Like suppose it is once we decide to achieve, so just write here once we decide and then dash dash dash, so the examiner would know that you are attempting the first part. So the thing is that you have to make the examiner easy so that the examiner is comfortable while he or she is checking your paper. Now the letter. So here are numerous mistakes that you commit while you are writing a letter. So this is the question. So let's go through the question, only then you will come to know what are the mistakes. So a new sports complex, it has been inaugurated in Paschim Vihar, New Delhi. So write a letter to the director. So you have to write the letter to the director asking for rules and procedures for obtaining membership. So the letter is for obtaining membership. You want to become a member. So you wish to know about the annual and the fee charges. So one thing is already given as well as the concessions. The second thing is also given. Sign yourself as Harsh Kumar Jain, 6B block and Rajouri Garden, New Delhi. So this is the sender's address that is given. And for receiver's address, you are given the director. So new sports complex is there, Paschim Vihar, New Delhi. So these things are given. Now let's see. Now here, so first thing is something went wrong, so you need to cut it. So just draw one single line, and like here when you are starting, so here the format is wrong, totally wrong format. So remember and follow this code STRSSC. So I have given this code in the formal letter, in all the letters actually that I've done, placing order, complaint, letter to editor, everywhere I've discussed the format in detail, so you can just go and check it there. So this first S is sender's address, then date, then receiver's address, then comes subject, salutation, and complimentary close. It is very easy to remember. Just write in one corner like I've written it here, STRSSC. So you can write it there and then follow it. Now another thing is the format actually till sir, or I would say after sir, maybe the beginning one or two lines, it should come on one page only. Then it looks neat. So half of the format on one page, maybe like you are writing till receiver's address on one page and after that you are continuing on the next page, it doesn't look okay. So your complete format should be on one side of the answer sheet. So if your half page is only left like this, so you can move on to the new page. You can leave this space. You can just draw a line here and you can move on. So date, these are the two ways to write date. You can write like this 16 December 20 and you can put XX, or you can write 2020, there's no problem, but you can also write XX. And in this case no comma anywhere. But if you choose to write date like this, अगर date ऐसे लिखनी है December 16, तो यहाँ पे comma आएगा. Otherwise there should be no comma anywhere in the format. So format में और कहीं comma नहीं आएगा ना. यहाँ sir के बाद ये comma यहाँ नहीं चाहिए. So this is I have not cut this. These are just lines as such. So in salutation, sir या dear sir लिख सकते हैं. So respected, avoid writing respected. So these are the mistakes in this format. Then after that, this is the way that you have to write, a neat way. Maintain the left hand side margin. So margins here actually you can see on both sides, but for the letter ये लाइन के लेफ्ट हैंड साइड के साथ ऐसे लिखना है. सो जिग जैग नहीं जाना कि पहले यहाँ पे लिख दिया 6B ब्लॉक, यहाँ लिखा है रिजोरी गार्डन, यहाँ लिख रहे हैं फिर न्यू दिल्ली, इधर लिख रहे हैं. सो एक लेफ्ट हैंड साइड मार्जिन. कट नीटली यूजिंग अ पेंसिल एंड अवॉइड यूजिंग वाइट इंक और वाइट. now ये अवॉइड क्यों करना है? अगेन बिकॉज इट विल बी वेस्टिंग योर टाइम. तुम्हारे पास नहीं है, you will ask from someone, so that is going to waste for your time. So just with a pencil cut it nicely. Now next is the subject. Now subject जो है inquiry about obtaining membership. So inquiring about, so avoid the ing forms in subject. Inquiry, then complaint, so avoid complaining. So ing forms, they should be avoided in while you are writing the subject. So it should be inquiry or complaint. Then again requesting, rather than requesting, just request. Now this is the letter, so I have added a few points here. So I think that I should make a new video, a separate video for this letter. So I'll try to do that, and where we will be solving this letter. Now this is again important, the new addition in your syllabus. So this is the bar graph and the question, and let's see what mistakes students have committed while they have solved this bar graph. So it shows the number of men and women studying engineering at Australian universities, and you have to write an analytical paragraph describing the general trend and other details and make comparisons wherever relevant. Now here, so first thing is read the graph very carefully. So I've written here also, read the graph carefully. Now what the student has done. First thing is your spellings like studying, and you are not to write short forms like this, between and no dot for number. No, you are not to do like this. You have to write the complete thing. Now here, what read the graph carefully means. So the student has written that it can be seen that the number of male students fell slightly from 14,000 in 1992 to 12,000. So 14,000 to 12,000, it is actually for women, not for males. So your whole question, it will be wrong. So read the graph very carefully. So that is why it is important that you keep the last page of your answer sheet as a rough sheet and jot down the points there. Now I have given a mnemonic for this. So to write that mnemonic on the last page and the main points according to that mnemonic, write it there. Suppose you have to write that code only. So SDRSSC, you don't want to write where you are solving the letters. So write it there on the last page. So any other acronym. So I've given like the acronym for character sketch, stream. So just write there on the last page if you have a question for character sketch. So utilize that last page for jotting down points. So then you will be able to avoid such mistakes. Now here again, it is write a paragraph. Write a paragraph means a single paragraph. So not like this. No paragraphs are required, no points. No points like this. You are not to make any marking like this. So again the question, read the question carefully, because again in the same way the student has written red is for women and blue is for male. So that is why the question is again wrong. Now again, overall the figure of female. Now this overall, it is conclusion. So it has to be here in the end, not at the beginning. So you have to take care of what is the format. According to what format you have to solve the analytical paragraph. You can go and check my video on details of solving the analytical paragraph. Now here, so this is how it is to be done. So analytical paragraph, but here again, this is division of a paragraph. So if your line is ending here, you have to begin from here only. So this is again a paragraph. And conclusion, this is too long a conclusion. Conclusion, it should be just a line, or two lines maybe. So this is a very long conclusion for analytical paragraph, because you just have 120 words. So this is going beyond 120 words. Now another thing, wait here. So the students, they are writing the bar chart illustrates the quantity of people. So you cannot have quantity of people. Quantity is uncountable. You can count people. So it is written in the question number of people. So if you want to change, you can write a total. You can write count of people. So, but you cannot write quantity of people. So you have to take care of such things. Now here the bar graph illustrates studying engineering at. So here something is missing. So that I've already written. So the bar graph illustrates the total students. The total students studying engineering at Australian University. So I will actually make a separate video where I'll be solving this analytical paragraph question, so that you can take help from there. So these are the other things that you need to remember when you are attempting your paper. First thing is, with did, always write first form of the verb. With models again, it is always first form of the verb. And what are models? Like can, could, may, might. So should, would, shall. So all these are models. Then check confusing spellings. So that is very important. Like receive. So mostly students write IE, then lose and lose. Which lose is to be written there? Then principal, principal. So these confusing spellings, you have to be very careful about that. Then the tense. Tense here means that suppose you are writing your answer, you begin with past tense, in between you go to future tense, or maybe present tense. But you can only do if the question or the answer demands it. So otherwise, keep it to the same past tense. So past tense is always better. Then remember the names of the poets and the authors if possible. So poets is a must, but authors of the chapters, if possible, just remember them, because remember them for the long answers. And now the changed pattern, maybe in the MCQs you are even asked the authors of the chapters also. So poets, for the poems, that is a must. Then don't confuse characters of the chapters. So since there are so many chapters, so sometimes students, they confuse that which character was in which chapter. So try not to do that. Then attempt all the questions of a particular section. This I've already told you. Then make the last page of the answer sheet as the rough page. That also I've discussed. So these were the main, major and silly mistakes that you make. So if you will avoid these mistakes, if you will work on these mistakes, then those 10% of your marks, you will be saving those marks. And obviously you will be saving your time also when you will be attempting your paper. So I hope that this is going to be very helpful. That's all for today. So share this video with your friends so that everyone can gain from the video, and do subscribe to my channel. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Go to the playlist and check the other videos on the letter, because the format is there, then analytical paragraph is also there, so that the mistakes are not repeated. And you can follow me on Instagram also, where I keep you updated about my next video. Bye for now. Work on these mistakes and happy preparation.